Okay, so let me. This is the last video for the class exercise number 2, part 2. With I won't say it's the last video, but it's one of the videos towards the end with it. So what I'd like for you to do is we're at the index page of this right here, and I would like to show you how to take it back to a view. It's very similar that you did here, that you had a link from your index page to your hello world, and then we took the hello world there and we went to the parent directory and back into the index with it. I hope you understand how I explained that from the last video with it. But here's what we need to do is go to your index page, and the next line or table row, I want to make up a fictional dates. Okay, these dates are not relevant to any particular semester, so I'm going to call 7/29 or 28 and year 29. All right, something fictional in the future with it. So you put today's date whenever you did this as well. You do this as well. In this, we talked about different. We did coding, HTML coding on I recall it was H1 all the way to H6 heading tags. Heading tags 1 to 6 with it. And what else did you do? You talk about the paragraph tag. So you list out all the stuff in here with it. So and the hyperlink and all the stuff with it. So give me a thorough description of what you put here with it. In here is where we're going to replace the non-breaking space with it, and I would like for you to link to your basic with it. So here's your basics right here. So I'm going to come in where tell me how to go from index to basic. I have to go into the directory called ClassEx2 and then its file, right? So I'm going to have to do, first of all, this is what I always like to do is I always like to put what I'm linking to. All right, I'm going to create a file called basic. I'm going to come to the beginning of that, and then I want to do href with it for hyperreference with it equal, and then I want to it doesn't matter I put a space, but let me put a space so we can actually see it better with it. And the quote is what the path takes place in here with it. I would go class. Let me show you this. So the moment I close that off, let me put the basic in between the closing of that. So this is the tag link starts here and it ends with the closing of the anchor link with it. So in here I want to put a quote, and you notice I put the quote, it closes the quote for me. That's what I want to show. So I would actually click on what class exercise number 2, right? And it says, look, you have basic HTML. Would you like to link this file? The IntelliSense, this is all pulled down with the IntelliSense of the IDE. It helps you to avoid some syntax errors as mistype. And I just put that. And that's it with it. And that's how I link it to the class HTML with it as well. Let's take a look what this thing looks like. Again, it has a white circle dot, needs to be saved, Control S. And then you right mouse click on your index and just do live server. And it looks like this. So you have your dates, you have your description, and you have your basic with it. And you click on it, it takes you over here with it as well. But I need to put a link back. All exercise to and from, you got to have links to and from for me, okay? So let me just minimize this. So I'm going to come over to my hello world this time. Not hello world, I'm sorry, I meant to say basic, right? So once I finish all the other exercise in here, in between my body tag at the bottom, I would like to put in a link that says what? Well, preferably, I'm going to use a paragraph tag, okay? So this is the paragraph tag I'm going to use. Inside of that, what I always like to do is I'm going to put the anchor link, href, and I'm going to give it a link back to where? Tell me how to go from basic to index. I have to go outside, meaning going up, to class ex1. How do I go up one directory? I have to use a ... syntax, right? And then I'm going to do a backslash, and then I want to go to where? Where am I at now? So pause. I'm going to pause the video right now. I want you to pause and finish up this code for me. Okay. It's very similar to what we did for the hello world. Okay. All right. So I want to stop the video. I want you to finish up this code for me back to the index. All right. So that's it. I'm not going to give away the answer with it, but I want you to do this and finish up this code back to the index page. This will conclude the video. All right.